What up, boys? In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down Bitcoin on a higher time frame, kind of going over what exactly it is I'm looking for this week. And, it's going to be similar to all my other videos because I look for the same exact thing every week. If you're in the Discord, you've kind of started to pick up on that. If you're not in the Discord, it's the first link in my bio. It's free. Make sure you fucking join. There's nothing to sell you. Just join because I post free signals and I trade live in there almost every day. But I want to go over the higher time frame because I feel like a lot of people are lost right now. When it comes to the higher time frame, people are confused. We don't know where to go. You want to sit here and be all in on longs. You want to sit here and be all in on shorts, right? We still don't really know. It's week 3 of the second quarter. Time has shifted, and we still don't have any clear confluence as to if we're going to pump or if we're going to dump, right? We'll start on a weekly view here, and the first thing that I want to identify is we are gapping on the weekly. Now, I say that like that means anything, like there's not 6 days left on this weekly candle. We can, and I honestly would be very surprised if we did leave this gap behind. The probability of us coming and filling this gap is very probable, right? So we can actually step down to a 3-day time frame and say, okay, did we gap through anything here? No, we didn't. We had a gap left behind, but as that new candle was closing, or the new candle was opening, previous 3-day candle was closing, we filled that gap, making healthy price action, no fair value gap, no imbalance, right? On the daily time frame, right? And all we're doing is walking down from weekly, 3-day, daily, 6-hour, 90, right? So all that I see now on a daily time frame is the fact that we are holding this gap, right? We're not gapping through it. We are not ripping outside of this level. If anything, what we did was we came to this level, we put in a high, and then with Saturday, Sunday, right, we swang down. We swept the high, failed to push above, and we sold off down to these lows down here. Now, the one thing that I want to mark out is our Fibonacci from our high up here to our low down here, right? So our displacing our previous push down. And then all we're going to mark out is our 7.9 or your 7.86 and your golden pocket, which is your 0.65 and your 0.618, right? So those are the 3 levels that I like to use on my fib. Of course, you can use the 0.382, not as necessary, we'll say, right? So on a daily time frame, we're pushing up. However, we are delivering off of the 90 or off of the 7.9 of the Fibonacci. Now, again, I go over this literally every single week in the Discord and on YouTube. Monday range play. If we put in a high and a low on a Monday daily candle and we sweep the high Tuesday, Wednesday, and we fail to break above, take a short, right? And I'm telling you to do this. Take the position. Right? If we sweep this low and we fail to break below and we fail to sweep below and we're swinging back up, giving you your lower time frame entry model, take the fucking long, target Monday high, right? That's what we do every single week, right? So we can kind of expect and predict the same exact thing here, which is what? We're failing a daily fair value gap. We're failing our higher time frame Fibonacci level, right? And if we can fail again with Tuesday, Wednesday, right? We put in the high, sweep, fail, gap down, right? Well, then we can take our shorts, right? And again, if we don't do that, we come down here first, we sweep, fail, right? Well, then we can take our longs back up, but we don't know until the daily candle closes, right? So now that's a higher time frame point of view. I'll look at the daily time frame point of view, just kind of like it's 4:30. We got what? An hour and a half left until the new daily candle opens. So what are we doing on the 6-hour, right? So I'm going to take the same exact steps. Take our Fibonacci from high to low. And I want to see if this 6-hour candle either 1 holds this level and swings off it, and then with that new daily, we can look for the open high and take the short, or if we kind of close up down here, and then we can look for the open low and take the long back up, right? And this is a 6-hour view, but that's it. Either we're going to hold, either we're going to hold this level here and swing and fail off of it, or we're going to absorb within the next 3.5 hours here. I was wrong. I said an hour and a half. It's actually 3.5 hours. Either see if we absorb and then swing off of that gap below, right? But we're either going to swing off the gap above or we're going to swing off of the gap below, right? And then again, you can take these same steps and do it on the 90-minute, right? Because time is fractal, right? What we see on the higher time frame is an exact representation of what's going on in the lower time frame, except the higher time frame is showing us less data and the lower time frame showing us more. So now that we're on the 90, if you really want to get specific, we can go ahead and mark out this 90-minute gap, which we're holding. And okay, if we hold that level now with that new 90-minute candle that opens in 30 minutes at 5 p.m., again, if we open high and fail, take the fucking short, target these unfilled gaps, and that's that. Reading price does not need to be super overcomplicated. You don't need all these confluences or all these concepts and breaker blocks and CISDs and changes of character, right? None of that shit really matters at the end of the day. What matters is what's the higher time frame doing, what's market structure doing, and where's our gaps at, right? And if you can read that on a higher time frame and you can fractalize that understanding of open high low close or open low high close and just pair it with your 6 hour, with your 90-minute, right? Pairing this with your fair value gaps and your market structure and your Fibonacci, well, then you're good. You don't need anything else. You don't need some overcomplicated ICT concept. You don't need some crazy out of this world order flow, blah, 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 right? All you need is basic understanding of market structure, a basic understanding of time fractals, and you're good. Again, if you're not in the free Discord, make sure you go join that. If you don't follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at JDE Trades, go drop a follow. Like, comment, subscribe so I can keep making these videos. Love you guys. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will be dropping another video tomorrow, and I'm actually going to be in Florida, so we'll see. Take care, guys.